Finally, on June 25th, we see on the water's edge some tracks.
They're tracks of men.
The narrow, somewhat beaten path leads to a fine prairie.
We stop to examine it.
It's a passage which leads to some villages.
Let's reconnoiter it.
We left our 2 canoes under the guard of our people.
Do not allow yourself to be surprised when we investigate.
This could be a rather hazardous mission.
We silently follow the narrow path, and after walking about 2 leagues,
We discovered a village on the bank of the river.
then we heartily commended ourselves to God, and after imploring His aid, we go further without being perceived.
We approached so near, we could even hear the savages talking.
And all were assembled. And silent I spoke to them by 4 presents that I gave them.
First, I told them that we were journeying peacefully to visit the nations dwelling on the river. I then announced to them that God, who had created them, had pity on them, that He wished to make Himself known to all of the peoples, that I was sent by Him for that purpose. I then announced that the great captain of the French restores peace everywhere. Finally, we begged them
To give us all the information they had about the sea.
and about the nations through whom we must pass to reach it.
When I finished, their captain rose and spoke.
I thank thee, Black Gap, and thee, O Frenchman, for having taken so much trouble to come and visit us. Never has the earth been so beautiful or the sun so bright as today.
Never, O wise one.
Never has the river been so calm or so clear of rocks which your canoes have removed in passing.
Never, O wise one.
Never has our tobacco tasted so good or our corn appeared so fine.
Never, O wise one.
Here is my son, whom I give to thee to show thee my heart. I beg him to have pity on me and to all of my nation. If thou knowest the great Spirit who has made us all, it is thou who speakest to him and who hearest his word. Beg him to give me life and health and to come and dwell with us in order to make us know him better. It is time! I beg on behalf of our nation to go no further on the account of the great dangers which you exposed yourselves.
I do not fear death.
There is no happiness greater than losing my life for the glory of God.
The natives were impressed with Marquette's faith.
There remains no more except to speak of the call you had.
And there is nothing more mysterious or respected among the Illinois nation. It has to be carried upon one's person
And displayed one to enable to walk safely through the midst of enemies.
We take our leave of the Illinois at the end of June at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
We embark in sight of all people.
They admire our little canoes, for they have never seen them before.
While skirting some rocks, which by their height and length inspired awe,
We saw upon one of them 2 painted monsters which at first made us afraid.
And the boldest savages dare not long rest their eyes.
They are as large as a cat, and they have horns like those of a deer. Moreover, they are so well painted, we cannot believe any savage is the author.
for good painters in France find it difficult to paint so well.
And besides, they're painted so high up on the rock that it's difficult to reach a place to paint them.